Hi, I'm Suzanne and this is Bailey. This is our little crafting corner. I'm wearing the mic in the hopes that you won't hear too much of Bailey's grumbling and purring, but she's in a suki mood today and just wants to sit on my knee and get pets all day. Don't you? You just want pets. It's been a strange couple of months for us. I ended up spending the first week of January in my bed with the flu, so didn't do anything. Then it was just life, work stuff. My husband was ill as well a couple of weeks ago, but we did manage to get away for a long weekend up in the north of Scotland, up in the Highlands. I'll post some pictures of the trip at the end of the episode. We didn't do much, it was just a couple of days away, just relaxing and just chilling, going for some walks. Relaxing and just chilling, going for some walks. But I have managed to get 4 finished objects done in the few weeks since the last episode. 3 pairs of socks and a sweater. The first finished object is the Stormseeker socks by Row and Kades. This is part of her Cosy Toe knit along. They are also one of the boards on my Make 9. Although the board probably represents more the actual make along than the actual socks, so there will be 5 more pairs of socks over the year. The yarn that I used on this one is from my stash and a deep dive stash. It is from the Knitting Goddess, who no longer dies, and this was her Plum Crumble colourway. The socks I think I'll put in my gift box and they'll be gifted to someone at some point of the year. My second finished object is a pup sweater. It's one of the patterns by Stephen West and it is a jumper for Bailey. Sorry if you can see all the hairs and that on it, she has been wearing it. I like the pattern because Bailey is petite lengthwise, but she's very broad in her chest, and any coats and stuff we buy her, if they get to fit her chest, they end up being too long. So at least with the pattern I could make the jumper wide enough to fit her chest and then do some decreases and to bring it in around her waist and finish out a little stump we needed. But yep, the yarn's just some old acrylic yarn that I had in my stash. I can't even find the ball bands for them, so yeah, it has been worn several times since I finished it. And the last 2 finished objects are both socks, just plain vanilla socks, and both of them are using Polka Dot Creek self striping yarn. This is the Silent Night colourway. All the details of how I do my vanilla socks will be on the Ravelry page. And the other pair I managed to finish last night. This is the Lavender Lemonade colourway. It's very bright. And both pairs of these will be for me. So yep, that's my 4 finished objects. I do have a whip. It's in my bag. My grandma's on it. I'll link the Etsy shop for where I got it from because I can't remember which one it was. Although this year is predominantly a stash down year for me, I did have to buy some undyed yarn in a chunky, bulky weight so I could do my Dartmoor sweater. So I dyed the yarn up first and then I started knitting, and this is Bill, you're in the way. This is how far I've gotten so far. and I've run out of yarn. So I do have some more of the undyed yarn in the chunky weight, so this will have to go into hibernation until I get another few skeins dyed up and dried, and then I can finish. So yeah. And the other thing I've been working on, which is my whip that isn't a whip, which is my northeasterly blanket. It lives in a bag that I believe was bought on Amazon, but it was gifted to me. It's got the blanket in it and some leftover mini skeins and stuff. I've been working on this for several years, but I'm determined to get it nearly finished this year, hopefully. Do it out the way. So I had 9 columns done, so this is my 10th column that I started this year. So I've put my little Frenchy marker in to show the column, and I've managed to get all of this done. And then I've put another stitch marker in just to, for the next time I record, to show how much more I can get done. But yep, just keep knitting. I don't work a lot on this. I generally only do half an hour to an hour on it once a week. We're getting there. So that's all. There will be another whip on my needles by the end of the day. As I said, I am participating in the Row and Kades Cosy Toes knit along. Yeah, I see you. And so the next pattern has been released. That is the Dustin of Frost pattern. I'll stick a picture in. So again, I've been deep stash diving. This is a sock set from the Knitting Goddess. It was the 100-gram skein, which I've split in because I'll knit the socks consecutively, and the mini skein that came with it. This is from 2014, and it was a little bit of What You Fancy Club, and this is the Jimmy Cricket. So these will be passed on by the end of the day. And as I said, it's mostly a stash down day year, so I have been trying to use as much as I can of my stash, but I did get an acquisition the other week. Siobhan's Crafts was doing a mystery bag, so it came in this little drawstring bag, and inside is some stitch markers, a ruler and a needle gauge, a tape measure. I was actually needing a new one of these because this one goes further than 100 centimeters like my other one does, so this is probably a full body one, which I was needing. And it came with, I'm guessing this is a tensioning ring, which will come in handy later on when I start my doodle sweater. And the mystery skein of yarn is this one, which is lovely. The colorway is a pink popping candy. It's on the DK, 100 grams. It is a 75 superwash merino, 25 nylon, and it's 225 meters. What I'll do with it, I'm not sure. A pair of socks, a hat. It might even be a gift. But yeah, that was the mystery bag, and I believe she might be releasing some more in her shop event this weekend. Sorry, I told you she was just being a big sick this week. She's not been well. She has been at the vet a couple of times over the last few weeks with an ear infection, and she's also apparently now becoming a pensioner at the age of 6 because she's got arthritis in her knee and possibly her hip. So she now has to go and get a monthly vaccine as a painkiller, and she doesn't like the vet. So aren't you? You're just being a wee sook today. But yeah, that's us. Not much going on. Life in general. Yeah. Hopefully it won't take me as long to film the next one. Sorry, she's snoring with her eyes closed. But I want to thank everybody who watched last episode and this episode. I really appreciate it. But that's us. So thank you.